Hello, it's Michael here from Option Energy Solutions. Today is a special day. It's baking hot outside, but we're installing our first Atag boiler. That's why it's special. So look, let me take you inside and I'll tell you a little bit more about the installation. Right, okay, so we're all dust sheeted out, all ready to go. Right, let me introduce you to the new kit, okay? We've got an Atag boiler here. It's an IC28, nice for a property that we've got here, a landlord's property, small house. We've got some extra stuff, gubbins to go on there. We've got some flushing and treating chemicals, 7-day stat. I'm under the impression that these come with an outside sensor that make it super efficient. It is badged as Europe's most efficient boiler. So yeah, really excited to be fitting these. We've got the usual stuff, magnetic filter, fit them as standard, and the electrolytic scale reducer to protect the boiler. Right, so we're replacing this old beast. It's a Valent Turbo Max. It's about 20 years old. It's ancient, almost as ancient as these radiators. Now this blew my socks off a little bit. Curved radiators. Look at that. Look at that. Literally made to measure. You don't see that very often. So basically, because some of these radiators are old, this one's a bit newer, and this one's a bit newer, and this one over here is certainly newer, but there's another one upstairs like this. So we've had a look at the water quality. It's not great. It's an old system, so we've got a power flush unit, and we're going to be hooking that up and whizzing some chemicals around and agitating the radiators and getting the system nice and clean for the boiler. We've been flushing for a while now. We've done the whole system with cleaner. We've done each radiator individually with cleaner, and now what we're going to do is start dumping. This is where we find out what the actual system water quality looks like. So let me take you down to here, right? This is the flushing machine. Okay, you see in there it's a little bit murky. Okay, so now what I want to do is dump some of this liquid out. Take a look at that. Now, when I was draining that system down, let me tell you, it was going clear. It was literally near enough clear. And that's the difference it makes, getting a proper power flush machine like that bad boy on it with some good chemical, and that is what you get. Quite remarkable, isn't it? If it's not done properly, that's going to be circulating around in your boiler, causing all kinds of problems going forward. So I'll get this flushed out and come back once we've got a lovely clean system. That is lovely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put mains water and system water, which is this from the system, into a couple of different containers and see if you can tell the difference. 2 secs. Here comes the big reveal. 2 containers. Okay, which one is it? Which one is it? Okay, system what was this one? Okay, be honest, you can't tell the difference, can you? And that's the kind of system that you want when you put a new boiler on. That's it, power flush complete. So the job's all done. Let's go and have a look. Right, so first of all, I'll show you the control. The controller is an Atag controller. It's good, but do you know what? I think I'll probably go for a different option next time. It doesn't have a backlit display, and it's not as good looking as some of the Honeywell options, but it is good. It controls several times, Monday to Sunday. You know, you can do it in half-hour increments. You can adjust the temperature, and it's personified by this little graph down here. So pretty cool bit of kit. Personally, I'm probably going to go with other alternatives in the future, but still good nonetheless. Like that radiator. All these are all working. Right, let's show you the boiler. So here it is now. It feels like a proper quality bit of kit, you know. I mean, might be the boiler geek in me, but that just shuts beautifully. It's like, a lot of the time it's a flimsy, flappy plastic. This here is what's called a benchmark commissioning checklist. If you don't have one of them filled out by your engineer when he replaces the boiler, you almost certainly have got a road gas installer who's not gas safe registered, perhaps never was. So it looks neat, and then we've got all the gubbins underneath, the filter, the scale reducer. I've showed you the controls, but what this does have, it comes with an outside sensor that automatically adjusts the temperature based on the outside temperature. So if it's hot outside, it won't make your rads very warm, because it doesn't need to be warm to heat the house. If it's cold outside, then it will really heat the rads up. There it is. Put it on the north facing wall. The thing with that is you don't want it to get heated by the sun. You want it to give an accurate reading of the outside temperature. Should also show you the flue. Very neat looking flue. The last one was sticking out by about a foot. It was out here. But yeah, very impressed. Very impressive Atag. It's 9 o'clock right now, okay, on a Saturday night, and I've just got off the phone to the Atag rep because I was trying to work out why the boiler wasn't working on heating. Turns out that it's so warm outside that the outside sensor is stopping the boiler from even running on heating mode. And he picked up the phone at 9 o'clock to call me, because I texted him because I didn't want to be rude and interrupt his night. He called me and he said it's the outside sensor. And then he also said to me, if I ever want, you know, him to come out and look at the controls with the customer, he'll do that. So that's the kind of after sales support that you get. I don't really know anybody else, any other manufacturer that would have picked up the phone at 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday and given me all of those assurances to keep me and my customers happy. Pretty incredible, really. I can't give them any more praise than that. As for this, there's a 10-year warranty on this. It comes with a standard 5 years, but you get an extra 5 years for like, it's less than £100. It's a crazy deal. When you work it out, it's less than £20 a year, parts and labour. So an absolute no-brainer to go for the extra 5 years, in my opinion. And they give a lifetime guarantee on the heat exchanger because they're so confident that it won't block up and have any problems, that they'll give a lifetime guarantee. And as far as I'm concerned, Atag sold for me. We'll be doing more of them, that's for sure. See you on the next one.